Jai Jagannath. Welcome back to PM Academy. Today I am going to give a talk on expansion of members of the Brics. Recently, when the Brics summit was held, it was decided to include 6 more nations. Already the Brics have, at present the Brics have the membership of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. And in this summit, it was decided to include 6 more countries like Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia and UAE. And when it was decided, it was also declared that all will join as a member of the Brics from January 1, 2024. This group of nations, these Brics nations, now together account for 26% of the world GDP. And while many of these countries have close ties with the China, which wanted expansion to be accelerated, except Ethiopia, because all are to be India's strategic partner. And this the Brics actual summit, it was first held in Ekaterinburg in the June 2009, and 15 summits have been held so far. The Brics is concerned, of which 3 have been hosted by the India, and first India hosting the Brics summit in the 2012, second in the 2016, third in the 2021. Now the Brics focus on the deliberation on the 3 pillars of the political and the security, economic and the financial, and cultural and people to people exchange. Now Brics now comprises over 40% of the world population and 26% of the global GDP. Now these the Brics nations, when the summit was there and our prime minister attended the summit, they strongly criticized the terrorism activities around the globe and also welcoming the development like the new membership. The prime minister said expansion will consolidate the trust that many countries have in the multipolar world order, and also send out a message that the important in the context of the delayed UNC reforms, that all international institutions must adapt to the changing times and the circumstances. Also, it was decided that the Brics had built a consensus on the criteria, standards, procedures and guiding principles for the bloc's expansion. And now what happens when the Brics will add the 6 new countries in its the fold, and it will definitely counterbalance with the Western countries or the European countries. At least the strength of the countries like India, Russia, Brazil, China, South Africa, Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE. So they will create a bloc to counter the European influence or the Western influence around the globe. So before concluding the lecture, request my students to like my channel, like my videos, and this is for today. Thank you very much.